You started playing piano at age 3.
Yeah.
Age of 3. When did the guitar came for you?
Late.
Yeah.
I think I was attending the conservatorium at the Royal Academy of Music in Copenhagen as a jazz piano player 7 years ago. But just before I was going to start there, and I decided to quit studying music completely and start focusing only on songwriting. So that's where I really started playing the guitar, because it was a new instrument, and I just had to get away from studying music. I needed to express myself, and I was sick and tired of reading music. So taking in a new instrument where you just, of course I had my musicality and my knowledge, but I didn't know where to put my fingers, and that was just super inspiring. And yeah, for at least 3 years I almost only played the guitar and didn't touch the piano. And now I've sort of had the big joy of playing the piano back, because I've gotten away from everything I learned. I've sort of tried to forget everything I learned and start all over. And now I only play with my ears, I only play by ear now, both on guitar and piano, which is where I want to be.
So you're telling that having too much musical knowledge can stand in the way of your own creativity, right?
Definitely. I think a lot of young musicians, if they want to, do their own thing, they should not attend academies. I think they should just focus on their artistry, because studying music is it's very broad, and there's so much stuff you have to learn that has nothing to do with your artistry, and you need to focus on artistry, otherwise you'll never get there.
When did you discover that for yourself?
When I was 18.
In what kind of way? When did that spark came in your head that like, this is not what I should do?
Well, I just, I've always sort of been very much aware of what I wanted to do and not, and I've never been good at going to school because people told me what to do, and the things that I liked was easy for me. I always loved doing that. But if a teacher told me to study this and I didn't pay any attention because I wasn't interested, then I just didn't do it. And there was, at that time, there was just too much going on around my actual artistry, studying music. So I just felt, I don't want to spend 5 hours a day reading stuff that I don't care about. I want to sit and play what I love. And so it was kind of a natural thing for me to say, okay, no, this is not it.
When did you start writing your first original music? Was that before you went to
At the age of 3.
Yeah.
From the first minute, I sort of expressed myself. It's always been part of me, really. I've always needed to have that craving of expressing myself in music for some reason.
What kind of music did you play back then when you were very young? Just what you heard, or improvisation, or?
I've always improvised a lot. That's also how I write songs today. Sitting down with my instrument, either the piano or the guitar, and then just play, see what comes out, and then it's about having the radar out and see, okay, what I just played could become a very good and strong melody, and then you sort of go back to it and build it from there.
Yeah.
So
do you still have recordings from that early age?
Yeah, I do. My father has a tape back home where I sing in my own language, and yeah.
Was it good?
No, not at all.
No.
But it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah. Yeah, because is your father a musician himself as well?
Well, he's definitely musical, and he plays a lot of instruments, but he's never been trained. So he's a teacher, and he loves music. He plays instruments and sings well as well, but he's not professional at all.
Do you sometimes play with your father the music, or?
It's been a long time, but yeah, we played a lot when I grew up in Skive, and he's a big supporter. I mean, his opinion means a lot to me. So every time I have a new song, I play it to him and discuss it with him. He's very clever. So.
And is he honest about it? Like,
yeah.
When it's not good, he tells you that.
Yeah, and I mean, in my childhood, he was always honest as well. He never said, "Wow, that's good when you play the piano." It wasn't that he pushed me in a bad way, but he never sort of, he never just, he wasn't up in my ass, if you know what I mean. He was really honest.
and still now, how important is his opinion?
It's very important. Yeah, it is. He's, you know, you have a few. I have a few people that I sort of play ball with when I have something, because you can't let anyone or everyone into that process, because then you just get all confused. But he's definitely one of the people that I pay attention to and you know, play my stuff to when I need an opinion.
And who are the others?
My girlfriend, and I have a colleague in Denmark, a very good friend of mine who's also a songwriter. He's called Tim Christensen. I don't know if he's out in Holland, but no. And yeah, there's a few other people that I go to.
And they all have their opinions in their own way, or how do they say the same about songs, or is it just different aspects of the music? Or?
Well, you know, different people have different forces, if you could say that. There's also, you know, there's also a sort of a taste maker in Denmark, a girl called Lee, and she's maybe my genre of music is not perfectly hers, but she knows a lot of different music from around the world, and I love playing my stuff to her because she's very honest, and she can hear the, you know, the qualities in my music, and she can give me advice that comes from a completely different position than if it was, let's say, someone who was very close to my own genre. So it's always, you know, you have to know what people know, and then you can ask them, because then you know where it comes from.